views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
Love it. Looking fab. All right. Hola, everyone. Welcome to Open Friday, the one and only talk show bringing the best of the Bronx, New York, and the world straight to you. I'm Rina Valentin, your host de Café con Leche, for the next hour. Let's take a look at today's show. First up, in our open weekend preview, we have some fun in the sun and workshops for you to explore. Then Assemblyman Jeffrey Dinowitz partners with the Bronx Council of the Arts to present free summertime concerts. Acclaimed jazz artist Janetta M plays her way to the open stage, also in the Bronx Summertime Free Concerts. And Bobby C keeps us up to date with the latest in sports. And finally, Jonathan Aarons of the pop indie band Tachyon shines in our Open Artist Spotlight. So sit back and relax. All this and much more is coming your way because now we are officially open. Once again, I'm Rina Valentin, your host de Café con Leche for the next hour. You know, we're always inviting you to get social with us online. That's right, people. Tweet us at Open BronxNet Television. And while you're there, don't forget to follow me on FB and Twitter as well, at Rina Valentin. And, well, now it's time to share the fun in the sun and some workshops in today's Open Weekend Preview. First up, if you're looking to experience rap and hip-hop culture in the Bronx, look no further. Rap Fest is here. Experience breakdance, live hip-hop performances, DJs, and much more. Happening Saturday, August 9th at Vidalia Park, located at East 180th Street and Daly Avenue in the Bronx from 12 noon to 8 p.m. And for more information, you can always visit rapfestinc.com. Next, for all you writers, Bronx author Sofia Quintero hosts the Jumpstart Your Novel Workshop. In this workshop, receive tips and tricks, including how to structure and outline a novel, or even to get your novel idea from your brain to the page. The Jumpstart Your Novel Workshop is taking place Saturday, August 9th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Bronx Council on the Arts, located at 1738 Hone Avenue. And for more information, visit bronxarts.org, or you can always call 718-931-9500. And finally, Boogie on the Boulevard. Summer Sundays continues. The Bronx Museum, the Bronx is actually celebrating its 100th anniversary on the Grand Concourse with music, food, dance, activities, and much, much more. That is happening on Sunday, August 10th, and again on the 17th, and again on the 17th, or rain or shine, that is, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on 165th Street and 167th Street on the Grand Concourse. And for more information, you can visit bronxmuseum.org. And that is all the fun things we have for you to enjoy this fabulous weekend. And now, well, we're going to welcome my BAFG back. You know who that is, right? That's right. My best animated fitness guru, Gail. Hello, Gail. Shall I join you? I will join you. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Oh, thank you so much for indulging me, Rena. I wasn't able to get my morning, excuse me, I wasn't able to get my morning just started out right, so I had to meditate right on set. Sorry.
It's, you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Just because you opened up with meditation,
Yeah.
I want to just share that, today there's like a world call for peace meditation at noon today. Yes, so for anyone watching, and especially if you're into meditating, at noon, think peace.
Absolutely. We should think peace all day, every
I
day,
agree.
but
I agree.
Absolutely. At 12 o'clock, everybody should just pause and think peace.
Yeah, I agree. We should take naps too, but that doesn't happen either.
Oh, naps would be awesome.
I'm just saying, like after a certain age, like all of a sudden naps are no longer necessary,
Oh, I think, you know what, when you're kids, you don't want a nap, and then when you become an adult, you're like, oh my goodness, a nap would be great.
Oh, please. Mood alterer.
Indeed. Oh my goodness. But anyway, so I missed you last week.
We did.
I'm so sorry.
Last week. I missed you the past couple of weeks.
Technical difficulties in my life.
Oh,
it's
goodness.
just hard to get past them sometimes. But here I am, and I have some very exciting news.
Do you?
Oh my goodness, I just heard that August is Salsa Month.
Yeah,
Salsa Fest here in the Bronx. And
It
there's so many
is.
fun events happening all over the Bronx.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we mentioned it last week. However, feel free to, elaborate further.
Oh, I've been working on my footwork. Want to see? Here I go.
Again, show me what you got, because I actually want to join you.
Are you going to dance with me?
Yeah, I am going to dance with you after we just mention a few of the events that are happening for Salsa Fest. No, what do you mean? Oh, I'm dancing.
Let's dance and talk about it. Come on.
All right,
let's
so
get
we
our
can do that.
fitness
I can
on
do that. I can
and talk.
multitask. We can do that.
All right, let's go.
All right, so, but don't we need
Vince Bracey, hit us with some music.
Yeah, hit it, Vince. DJ Vince Bracey in the house.
There
Okay,
it
so
is.
how are we
Here we
going to do this? Okay,
And
I'm following
dancing.
you.
Oh, all right. So,
all right. We're doing Gail's version of salsa.
I hear Willie Colon is coming here to Performing Arts Center.
Nice.
I love Willie Colon. How about
I love
you?
Willie Colon too. I'm trying to do your step, but I think this version matches it. So we do have Willie Colon, and Salsa Fest. The Salsa Fest already started. However, there's so much more going on.
That's right.
And tomorrow, I believe Saturday, yes, it's at Casita Maria. There's a Casita Maria festival.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then Sunday is the actual Sunday Summer Concert Series, which is going to present Típica 63, right?
Uh-oh. That was a mouthful.
And, yeah, I'm rocking it, trying to rock your
You know
moves.
what? I'll let you sit.
You see me?
I think you've
No,
gotten your
it's all
morning
good. It's all good.
exercise in.
I'm a multitasker. I
It's
can
okay.
do this.
It's okay.
I can
think
do
I'm
this.
tired.
Look, you
I'm
see
a
me
little
doing
tired.
it?
Good job, girl. Look at you go.
Wepa.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Did you just give me an applause?
I did.
Thank you, Gail. Thank you.
welcome, honey
All right,
bunches
I'm
of
going to take my seat again.
Woo, and breathe.
I got to say, I'm digging your upgrades.
Oh, thanks.
You were rocking that salsa.
I've been loving my salsa classes.
Nice.
I take them all over. I go out to the clubs. You don't know.
Really? Well, I can only imagine how many you hit in one night. I mean,
I'm everywhere.
I know.
I travel at the speed of light.
Oh, no kidding. So just going back to the Salsa Festival and making sure that everybody is able to visit or actually choose which event they want to go to, because it's happening the entire month, they can go to ilovethebronx.com.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I only mentioned a few, but there's more going on. And again, August is Salsa Month here in the Bronx.
Why not? I mean, it's a beautiful time. It's crazy because this August isn't really that hot so far. So it's a great time to go out and enjoy the outdoor Salsa Fest events.
I think it's perfect for dancing salsa, to be honest with you.
It's beautiful. Oh, my goodness. One of my favorite ensembles was playing at Wave Hill the other day called Los Monstritos.
Oh, I love them too.
They're so good. I actually know some of the drummers there. They're fabulous gentlemen.
Yeah, well, and that was last Thursday, right?
Yeah, I had a great time. Didn't you go?
No, I didn't get to go, but I'm glad you were able to go. They're wrapping me up, and they're making me nervous over here, Gail. I know. I just wanted to dance some more salsa. As a matter of fact, I just want to dance salsa the rest of the show. How's that?
I think that's a great idea. That's a wonderful way to get your exercise in for today.
I agree. Salsa is a great way to exercise without even feeling like you're exercising. Thank you for sharing that. We have to go, but I love having you back, my dear.
Me too. Kisses for everyone.
Oh, give me a little salsa move there. Rock it on. Mwah, to you. Oh, my goodness.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Gail. All right. right, people, don't forget, go to ilovethebronx.com. And now we're going to see what free event DJ Vince Bracey is recommending this week.
Shout out to the animated live salsa dancing on air right now. I really like that. Shout out to Gail for that right now. All right, guys. What's up, Bronxites? Free fun events for you guys. Again, it's Salsa Month. But for today, or tomorrow, I should say, I have an event called Great Jazz on the Great Hill. It's taking place in Central Park on the Great Hill, located next to the 110th Street stop, or also on 106th Street. You can bring your picnic basket and your dancing shoes. It's going to be a really fun time. It's taking place again tomorrow from 3 o'clock to 6 p.m. For more contact information, you can go to Awong, AWONG, at centralparknyc.org. Go check it out. Free food, Japanese tacos, and food trucks and music. Great jazz on the Great Hill. Check it out.
Oh, nice. Thank you, DJ Vince Bracey, for making me hungry. All right, we have to take a quick break, but when we return, Assemblyman Jeffrey Dinowitz stops in to share his involvement with this year's Free Summer Music Festival when we return.
For those dealing with the struggles of caring for a loved one, we hear you. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for advice and support.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science. After that, I'm going to get my law degree. Then I'm going to come back to Detroit, boost the economy, become the mayor or something, try to make the situation better for other people. I feel like I owe it to the city. I'm determined. It's gonna happen. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
Hello, welcome back to Open. As many people know, unity in the community is something that can be achieved, and even more so when our elected officials are involved. Our first guest has partnered with the Bronx Council on the Arts to use music, dance, and fun to bring the Bronx together with a free summer concert series in the Northwest Bronx. Please welcome to the show, Assemblyman Jeffrey Dinowitz. Hello.
Hello,
Thank you for
it's great
being here.
to be here.
Thank you for being here. And, okay, so let's just share with everyone your duties or your responsibilities as an assemblyman and, of course, the district in which you serve.
An assemblyman, I guess it falls into two main categories. One is we work in the state capitol to pass laws to improve the lives of people in the state of New York. And the other part of the job is working in the community. And we have a district office. We help thousands of people each year with every problem you can imagine, large and small. And then I'm out in every corner of the community. There are a lot of issues that take place in the community, and we work to solve the problems. Sometimes we're leading the way on issues. Just yesterday, for example, we were out on 231st Street demanding that the MTA increase the bus service that it provides in the Kingsbridge area and the surrounding communities, Riverdale, Norwood, Van Cortlandt Village, because people are waiting in these huge lines. Sometimes they have to wait for a second bus because they can't get on the first bus, and we want to make sure that the people in our communities get the services they need. And my district, it's the northwest corner of the Bronx, so it includes Norwood, Kingsbridge Heights, Kingsbridge, Van Cortlandt Village, Riverdale, Woodlawn, and Wakefield.
Right, and thank you for sharing that. I just feel that it's important for people to understand exactly what they would come to their assembly office for. And to share that, the service, just a public service in MTA, that's a big deal. That's a big inconvenience.
We get a lot of complaints, but we have a lot of people who come to my office with housing complaints. The landlord isn't providing heat. The landlord's provided a lease, which is not exactly correct. And amazingly, anytime the landlord makes a mistake, it's always in the landlord's favor. But we get a lot of people with housing problems. They're not getting the services that they need. Sometimes people have problems cutting through red tape in dealing with governmental agencies. And we, even though I'm a state official, we deal with city, state, and federal issues. Whatever people have a problem with, that's what we try to resolve.
Right. So, in essence, you're our voice. Right.
I'm around. I live in the community. I work in the community. I've been in the community all my life. This, where we're sitting now, I went to college here. This is where I graduated from. I used to walk a block to get to college, to get to Lehman College. So I've been here all my life.
That's a beautiful thing, and you made it your life, and now you're actually paying it forward by assisting the rest of the community. But it's not just all about complaints, because that's not what we're here to talk about, right?
No, we have some nice things to talk about.
Yeah, let's talk about the beautiful things and the partnerships that you have within the arts.
I believe that one of the things that really gets shortchanged, especially when there were cutbacks, is arts funding. We have a lot of great organizations in the Bronx that do a lot of wonderful things in the arts. And one of them is the Bronx Council on the Arts. And we are partnering with them this year to provide a series of concerts in some of the neighborhoods in my district. And we've done this before, and hopefully if there's money, we can do it in the future. And by having these concerts, it brings people together. There are different types of acts each time in different parts of the district, but the one thing that everything has in common is that we get all kinds of different people coming to the concerts, and it really is a unifying experience. And it's nice. It's nice for people in the neighborhood to just go out, relax, enjoy music, whether it's whatever kind of music it is. It's fun watching the people enjoying themselves.
Right, and dancing. We love dancing. And the fact is that you guys actually made your concert series diversified, which I think is also cool. Not only in location, but as well as the acts, the actual performers. And so it already opened. It opened up last week, correct?
We had a concert last week in the Amalgamated Houses in the place called the Train Park. It's on Orloff Avenue in Gale Place. And we had John Benitez and his Latin jazz band. We had a few hundred people there. It was a gorgeous evening. They were wonderful. And the people there was interesting. You had young people, you had older people, and you had some people in between as well. And it was nice seeing all these people get together in a really nice venue on a beautiful evening to listen to great music. What could be better than that?
Right, really. And I heard you had a really nice turnout, too.
Yeah,
about 200 people showed up.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, I understood that. And, why is the art so important to you?
When I went to school, I never got to learn to play an instrument or anything like that. And kids today certainly don't get everything they need. And it's not just musical instruments we're talking about. There's a variety of arts. But I think the learning process is much more than simply reading comprehension. To have a person who is really well-rounded, they have to have all kinds of learning experiences. And I think learning about music, learning about the other arts really has an incredibly positive impact on kids. For a number of years, I was able to get funding for another organization called the Bronx Arts Ensemble. And one of the things we did with that funding was we got musical instruments for some of the schools in my district. And when I would go to the schools and watch these young kids play, you can't believe the smiles on their faces. And maybe they weren't that good, or weren't that good yet.
Right.
Just the learning how to use the instruments, I mean, kids love it. And one school in my district, in the Wakefield section, the principal told me that there's one kid, he was he was really kind of a troublemaker, and once he started playing the instrument, it just turned him around totally, changed his school experience, and I think that music and the arts are really key, and they're every bit as important as the other subjects we talked about in school.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. We are arts advocates here, obviously. The show is primarily about arts advocacy, and the fact that arts it is therapeutic, and it's a different channeling of energy. Like some kids are automatically, let's say, diagnosed with ADHD, but they just may have a lot of energy that needs to be channeled in another direction. And I find that arts it heals that. It heals a lot of things. And so thank you for advocating it and supporting it and making sure that it's presented in our community. Thank you. And so we have some concert series that are coming up Thursday, August 14th, right?
We have,
actually the 11th is
right?
I'll
read the schedule.
Okay, sure,
The
great.
next one is this coming Monday, which is August 11th. It's also at the Amalgamated Train Park, and the artist is Janetta M., who is going to perform here shortly.
Yes.
And that is going to be a terrific concert, and I urge everybody to come. You don't have to live in the Amalgamated Houses. Everybody is welcome. It's going to be a beautiful evening Monday. We also have John Benitez and his Latin Jazz Band are coming back. They're going to be in the Oval, Williamsbridge Oval in the Norwood section on August 14th. These are all at 7 p.m., by the way, near the Rec Center. And also in the Williamsbridge Oval will be Orquesta SSC, which is a Latin salsa band, Monday, August 25th, also at 7 o'clock. And then we have two other concerts. One is at the Riverdale Y on August 26th. That's Tuesday. Gene DiNapoli Oldies Band. The definition of oldies, I guess, keeps changing, but I think we're talking about 50s and 60s oldies.
Right.
And then on August 27th, Wednesday at Henry Hudson Park in Riverdale, there's going to be a band called Just Nuts Party Band. They're going to play all kinds of music, pop music, Motown, you name it.
Barry White. We've had them on.
All kinds of good stuff they're going to be doing. So, these 6 concerts, as I said, they were all over my district, and I hope people from all over the district come to each of them because, each of the bands or acts are a little bit different than each other, but the one thing they have in common is that they're going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Dancing is fun. Listening to music is fun. Exploring your community is fun, and getting to know new people is fun. And getting to know our assemblymen is fun as well. And I think very important. So thank you so much for taking the time to come here and share it with our viewers, and for making sure that arts is in our community. We love it. Thank you.
Okay. Good to see you.
Thank you. Once again, the summer concert series takes place August 11th, 14th, 25th, 26th, and 27th from 7 to 9 p.m. We forgot to say 9 p.m. because we don't want you people showing up after the concert's over. So it's at different locations featuring various musical acts such as Janetta Vendetta, who we'll meet a little later in the show. That's right, she's going to be performing for us. And there's also a John Benitez and his Latin band is performing, Orquesta SCC Orchestra Band, Gene DiNapoli, and Just Nuts Party Band. And for more information, you can go to visit the Assemblyman's Facebook page by going to Jeffrey Dinowitz, and you can tweet him at Jeffrey Dinowitz, and Jeffrey is Jeffrey Dinowitz. And for more information and locations on the summer concert series, you can go to bronxarts.org. All right, we have to take a quick break, but when we return, Janetta M. takes the open stage to perform her song, Killer Joe. Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Jeff Fox for 107.5 WBLS, and when I get off the radio, I check out my man, the Dr. Bob Lee. It's open on BronxNet. I never miss it.
Hello, I'm Dante Lemon from Open 2.0 on BronxNet, the show by teens, for teens, and about teens. Catch us every Friday at 4:30 and anytime on the web by going to www.bronxnet.org.
Overcome together the challenges of the future, presenting the first MC You got to learn your body, pace yourself, and have fun. So let's go have fun. Let's go do it. The tricky thing about shoulders, your shoulders is a 3-tier muscle. You have your front delts, you have your rear delts, and you have your mid delts. So when you're working out your shoulders properly, you have to do 3 different exercises.
It's wonderful being able to compete with a lot of these young guys from all over the world. It's important to stay in shape.
For those dealing with the struggles of caring for a loved one, we hear you. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for advice and support.
Hello and welcome back to Open. Our next guest has an unrivaled talent that speaks for itself. She composes, sings, plays the trumpet, and has had her recent sophomore CD, Landing on My Feet, submitted to the 55th Annual Grammys. Whew. Here to perform her song, Killer Joe, is Janetta M. Yes! Janetta! Oh my goodness, hi! Awesome, that was awesome. Okay,
you so much.
You know, just share a little bit about this instrument. This is the first time I've ever seen this instrument.
Yeah, this is actually a pocket trumpet, so it's not a trumpet. It is a pocket trumpet, and it was, which is smaller than a regular horn, and has a little more piping, but it's the same B-flat instrument. So if you play trumpet, you can acclimate yourself to this pocket trumpet, but it takes a lot of practice.
Well, do you have to train on a regular trumpet?
Oh yeah, heck yeah! I've been playing regular trumpet for a long time.
Well,
Not even gonna say how long. Hold on, take my glasses off so y'all can see. Let's say 25 years, and then I switched to the baby. And this was specially made for me, Rena, in Las Vegas. But the problem was it was gold.
Let's show it this way so they can see
gold plated.
How beautiful it is. It's beautiful.
Thank you. It was gold plated, and I said, "Oh heck no! I cannot wear gold." See, so we had to silver plate the horn to match my jewelry.
Nice.
Only a woman would would be bothered with that sort of silly thing.
Well, I don't think it's silly.
That's right.
It's all about, the style. And,
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
it totally matches your bracelets.
Yes, it does. And these I also used as a form of percussion when I'm on the bandstand. So,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's like a maraca.
Exactly. Así soy yo.
Wepa.
Anyway.
So, let's talk a little bit about your journey. I mean, we don't have to talk about your age.
Oh.
You brought it up, not me.
Uh-oh. Are we in the camera? Hold on. Hold on.
We are. No, but just the fact that you've toured so extensively and you're used to being in a section, right? What they call the brass section, right?
Well,
and now you're in the forefront.
Now I'm in the forefront. That's right. So, hey, hold on. Where am? Oh, hi! I'm in the forefront of the band because now I'm a band leader, Rena. 20 years I've been a band leader. This is the anniversary, 1993. So it's going on 21 years leading Janetta's Vendetta. So yeah, I did start in a female merengue band many years ago. So I was a horn section player, as they say, a side man. They call it a side man.
Right.
But now I've been leading a band for over 20 years now, and so we travel all over the world, and I prefer to be a band leader because you have a little more control over things. And I worked with so many crazy band leaders that I try to be fair, on time, and I try to be rational. So many band leaders that I worked with were not rational. They were really
I hear a lot of stories.
Very, very kooky. So it's a tough job, but it's always.
So is that what inspired the title Janetta's Vendetta?
No, believe it or not, a friend of mine gave me that. A Native American, Eric Oxendine, who used to play bass with Jimi Hendrix many years ago. He said, Janetta, let's think of something, and he said that's a cool name. So he gave me that name, and I always give him props. My friend. Eric Oxendine.
It does have a nice ring to it.
Yeah, it's a cool ring, man. So we copyrighted, trademark it because it's been around for a long time.
So what should people expect at the summer concert series?
Well, I just saw you flash up my current CD,
which I have in my hand.
That's a standard CD, Rena, and this one was on the Jazz Week charts nationally for 9 weeks under the top 20. We were in the top 20. So that's a big.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Miha. That was a big step, and I did interviews all over the country. So I'm going to come with Janetta from the standard CD, which is a little mellower. I'll have a stand-up bass and a drummer, and hopefully my sax player from the record. And we're just going to swing, man. It's going to be a groove. Anything we do is wonderful because I'm using musicians of the highest caliber. And also we just take such happiness and joy. And I want to thank Phil Phil Cardone at the Bronx Council on the Arts, and also Assemblyman Mr. Dinowitz, who said the importance of the arts also in schools and just in life. You have to think what life would be like without music, and we need to really take care of our musicians. I feel it's a tough life, and it shouldn't be so hard. I feel because we try to give a lot back to the world, and I love that thing you said about peace. At noon, we should all meditate for peace.
Yes.
And I have a thing, my motto is peace through music.
Peace
because
through
when
music.
we're playing or when people are listening, they're just happy. They just don't care, man.
You just made my day because we were sending out the vibration of peace before noon, okay?
Peace through
music.
That's
Love
what it
that.
says on my website. So
all right, so Janetta, you're playing August 11th.
We're playing Monday. We'll be up here in Train Park. I hope I don't get lost. I want to thank Shamar for walking me from, I might be wandering around the Bronx, but hopefully.
Yeah, Train Park, Olaf Ave, and Gale Place, right? And you have a rain location, but we're not even going to talk about that because it's going to be a beautiful day.
We're going to be out there with our little pom-pom shorts on. Hey, oopsie. You missed it. That was my pom-pom shorts. We're very thankful for having me.
Oh,
it was really
thank you for being here. Thank you.
Can I tell on my website?
Absolutely.
Is that okay? So it's Janetta's Vendetta, V-E-N, not V-I-N. G-I-N-E-T-T-A, no apostrophe, V-E as in Vendetta. So that's misspelled on the prompter, but don't worry, gang. We're okay. We got you. Janetta's Vendetta. All you have to do is Google G-I-N-E-T-T-A, like Gin and Tonic and Etta James, and I will come up.
And that's where they can get the CD as well?
Heck yeah, on CD, Amazon, my website, all over the world, baby, because that's with my horn as my passport. There is no place I can't go.
That is so awesome.
Thanks, man.
Love that.
Thanks a million, man.
Love that.
I want to say thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome.
Thank
Speaking
you.
her language. Speaking
you.
her own language of peace.
Yep, peace
Love
through
it.
music.
Mwah.
Peace
Awesome.
through music.
Oh, peace through music. All right,
Thanks,
for more on
Kay.
Janetta, once again, you can visit her website, janettasvendetta.com, and catch Janetta performing live August 11th for the 2014 Free Summer Concert Series at the Train Park located on the corner of Orloff and Gale Street. For more information, you can go to bronxarts.org. We have to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with more Open. But first, the Friends of Van Cortlandt Park came together to celebrate the beauty of the Bronx. Isa Maris Rivera brings us the story.
Say thank you on behalf of myself, my family, but most importantly my constituents, because there's nothing else like Van Cortlandt Park.
So this year is a little different because unfortunately we are inside, but I'm very pleased with the turnout we got.
The Friends of Van Cortlandt Park do such an outstanding job. I think we're all on the same page that we want to make sure to maintain our parks.
There's so much we can do if only the city would keep the promises that were made. Unfortunately, because it's not in Manhattan, it doesn't necessarily get as much funding as it needs, so we have to fight constantly to make sure that the park gets everything it needs.
We honored Charles McKinney, who is the urban designer for parks. We've been working with him over the last year because he recently created a master plan for Van Cortlandt Park, which is a vision of the park for the next 20 years.
I met a lot of really wise people in the Bronx, people who know a lot. The Friends have been involved with the park for quite a long time, so that was a big help.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes twice a day. They have the time.
I grew up in the housing projects of Cleveland. I didn't even know that life could be any better than it was. Education for me has been a way to get away from the agony of what was normal life. I want to be able to impact the community, not just look back on where I came from, but to reach back to where I came from and pull some people up with me. My name is David, and I am your dividend.
I love being in classrooms like this one and learning new things. But I'm a Brooklyn girl, and I know school can be hard. It's demanding, and we kids have many distractions, lots of other things we could be doing. Sometimes even your friends may tell you that school isn't cool, that it isn't the place to be. Don't listen to them. There's nothing more important than education. It's the key to everything else. It helps us understand our world and be better people, better friends, and better citizens. So stay in school, and don't let anyone tell you that you're not good enough or smart enough. Be a star, shine brighter than anyone else, and you'll make the grade.
This has been a public service announcement of the Make the Grade Foundation. Go to makethegrade.org to learn more.
We start on the big baseball diamond in the Bronx, where the New York Yankees, despite injuries, are piecing things together. Give a lot of credit to manager Joe Girardi and perhaps GM Brian Cashman, who wasn't heralded for his minor deadline moves, but the trades have certainly provided some reinforcement for the Yankees. The Bombers toppled Detroit 1-0 Thursday afternoon at the stadium to deny Rick Porcello his 14th win of the season. Newcomer Stephen Drew had the RBI. The night before, although Detroit ace Justin Verlander was dealing a no-no early, the Bombers broke through and won another one-run affair. The highlight that evening, a clutch home run from the bat of catcher Brian McCann. The Yankees are now 60-54, right in the thick of the playoff picture. They now have 3 games at home this weekend against Cleveland, which includes a monument as a part of a ceremony for Yankee legend Paul O'Neill on Saturday at the stadium. For more, you can log on to Yankees.com. The New York Mets, meanwhile, folks, they got sunk in extras to the Washington Nationals. Meanwhile, on the gridiron, Geno Smith may be labeled the starter, but Michael Vick helped the Jets win their first preseason game Thursday night. Vick led the Jets to a 13-10 final. It's just the first preseason game for them, but still nice to see Vick making plays. As for the New York Football Giants, they draw the Pittsburgh Steelers at home in Week 2 of the preseason. The Giants beat the Bills in Canton last weekend 17-13 in the annual Hall of Fame game. Time for some quick hitters from around the world of sports. Minnesota star Kevin Love will likely be dealt to Cleveland for a deal that also includes the season's top pick, Andrew Wiggins. Expect the deal to be complete in the next 2 weeks. The two clubs have agreed to a trade in principle. Best wishes to budding superstar Paul George of the Indiana Pacers, who suffered a gruesome leg injury. He's out for the year, but we hope that he can regain his all-star form when he returns. He was a nice player to watch in Indiana. The same could be said for New York Giants young running back David Wilson, who gave an emotional goodbye and speech this week after learning that his neck injuries won't allow him to play football any longer. Those are the headlines. We hit the C-list for a thought on life. It was hard to watch David Wilson stand at the podium this week and say goodbye to something that more than likely is all he knows. We come to become defined by the things we do, but sometimes we learn that not all those things end up being exactly for us and that they've become chapters in a larger story. I felt bad for Wilson, but I realized that he lived his dream. That was the biggest message of David Wilson this week, and one that I hope that the fans at home really embraced. David was excited about playing in the NFL. He got to live his dream, even if it was only for one season. And that's something that we can celebrate. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C.
Barry, time is running out. According to my calculations, 1 in 5 kids in America struggles with hunger. How can so many children face hunger when there's more than enough food to feed them all? Babadoo. You're right, Barry. We can help solve hunger by teaming up with Feeding America to get food to hungry kids in communities across the country.
Help Flint and the Feeding America network of food banks get food to the people who need it in your community. Find your local Feeding America food bank at feedingamerica.org/hunger.
Together, we're Feeding America.
You got to learn your body, pace yourself, and have fun. So let's go have fun. Let's go do it. The tricky thing about shoulders, your shoulders is a 3-tier muscle. You have your front delts, you have your rear delts, and you have your mid delts. So when you're working out your shoulders properly, you have to do 3 different exercises.
It's wonderful being able to compete with a lot of these young guys from all over the world. It's important to stay in shape.
You know, as so many of you know, we're honoring Mike today as his work in music as well as in the store.
He's a legendary salsa composer responsible for collaborating with some of the greatest Latin musicians of all time. And finally, Miguel Angel Amadeo is getting recognition for it. He unveiled his street sign on the corner of Prospect Avenue, right across the street from Casa Amadeo, a store he's owned for close to 50 years and a store considered a mecca for Latin music lovers worldwide.
Mike bought it from her in 1969. That makes it the longest continually run Latin music store in New York City.
Mike is 80 years old now, and he has spent 55 of those years in the Bronx. And when you talk about Latin music, not just salsa, but the romantic music, the older pop music and so on, this is a place to get it.
Moved by the display of support and love, Amadeo pointed to one of his own recordings to describe his feelings.
And the lyrics, what they said is, "Lo que me vayan a dar." If you think that I'm good as a musician, as a person, well, let me know now. Don't wait till I'm dead so you could go to the cemetery and say, oh, he was a good man and he did this and he did that. Let me know how you feel about the things that I'm doing for you and your community. And that's exactly what I just got today.
Those words came to life as friends and fans crowded his store.
He's a great performance. He's a great artist. He's a musician, and he's a lovely man. And I'm glad that they're doing this for him. It's about time. Just like the own record that he wrote for the Gran Combo, Que Me Lo Den En Vida, this is it.
It's fantastic music. He's a great man, so of course he makes great music. That's pretty much how it works.
A friend since childhood, Eddie Montalvo, now a Grammy-nominated recording artist himself, praised Amadeo for staying in the community through the tough years.
When this neighborhood was all abandoned and it was all burnt down, this man kept this record shop. And right now, this is a dream come true for him and for all of us who honor this man and always respected him and will always respect him.
Along with Amadeo, he pleads the words from Amadeo's own hit, Give It To Me Now, words so well-deserved are being fulfilled. His work has attracted millions of fans, and now with this street renaming, it's guaranteed that he'll be remembered in the years to come. For BronxNet, this is Arlene Makoko.
Thank you, Arlene Makoko, and welcome back to Open Friday on set, that is. And, well, we've arrived to our Open Artist Spotlight.
The Open Artist Spotlight is made possible in part with public funds from the Bronx Council on the Arts through the New York State Council on the Arts Decentralization Program.
Our next guest is one half of a duo who have performed with musical titans such as Alicia Keys, Stevie Wonder, and John Bon Jovi. And as the dancing trombonist, he's appeared on America's Got Talent, Maury, and The Late Show with Jimmy Fallon. And here to perform on our open stage is Jonathan Aarons of the duo Tachyon.
Let your senses guide you. Take a moment in time. Take the dream inside you and let it out to shine. Show me what you've got. You've got what I need. You got me going in circles, I cannot deny. High as a kite in the sky. You got me going in circles, I cannot deny. High as a kite in the sky. Kissing and hugging and loving all through the night. Kissing and hugging and loving all through the night. Destiny has brought you, fate has no other plan. Forget all they've taught you, your soul will guide your hands. Take me to the top, we will never stop. got me going in circles, I cannot deny. High as a kite in the sky. You got me going in circles, I cannot deny. High as a kite in the sky. Kissing and hugging and loving on you tonight. Kissing and hugging and loving on you tonight. You build me up, you knock me down, you turn me on, I turn you out. You got me going in circles, you've got me going in circles. You build me up, you knock me down, you turn me on, I turn you out. You got me going in circles, I cannot deny. High as a kite in the sky. You got me moving in circles, I cannot deny. High as a kite in the sky. Kissing and hugging and loving on you tonight. Kissing and hugging and loving on you tonight. The circle, one of the most powerful geometric figures in the universe. I complete you, you complete me. 360 degrees. Circles, 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 circles.
Nice! Oh my goodness, thank you. Woo, that was awesome. That is so going to be renting space in my head today.
Awesome.
Yes. Oh, it totally has it. You've got me going in circles. Going understand it around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get pumped and I'm like, yeah, circles now. Since you mentioned the
together.
just
I like
circle, right, and the most powerful geometric symbol, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the name of your group.
Yeah,
right?
Tachyon.
Tachyon. I mean, you guys are like Trekkies. What's going on? First of all, where did that name come from?
Well, one of the singles on our EP, Teleportation, is a time machine. And we were in the studio and we're like...
What? Teleportation is a time machine.
Oh, Teleportation is the name of our EP.
Oh.
It's our EP. Yeah, that's the title of our EP.
Okay, all right, so I'm back here in
That's
time.
right.
I'm here. I'm in the present. Go ahead.
Nice. So one of the singles, Time Machine, we were working on that. And me and James, we said, well, what should we call ourselves? So I Googled Time Particle while we were off to lunch. And Tachyon came up. And we said that works because the definition means a particle. If you're into sci-fi or theoretical physics, it means a particle that moves faster than the speed of light. And so you never see it coming at you; it's always passing you. So we like the idea of the element of surprise because we kind of have a bunch of genres. So that ties into the surprise aspect, and also.
Well, you also in a similar boat as Janetta, right? Where you play on the side and you back other people up, but now you guys are in the forefront.
Right. There's that element of kind of like almost like a reinvention. I hate to use that word, but. Yeah, that works.
Well, you can because we haven't even talked about your viral videos of the dancing trombonist. This is the dancing trombonist, everyone. You have to check this out on YouTube. He's been on America's Got Talent. I mean, this man dances like the happiest I've ever seen anybody dance with a big old trombone in his hand and plays it too.
Thanks. Yeah, I still do a lot of that too. I play with a lot of different people from like party bands to artists. I'm with Gloria Gaynor on September 6th on, I think, in Red Bank, New Jersey, at the Red Bank Count Basie Theater. And then I play with this great party band, 45 Riots. We play in New York a lot, in the Village and at BB King's and stuff like that. So
well, I mentioned the trombonist just because you used the term reinventing yourself, and I think as an artist, it's almost crucial to reinvent yourself, right?
Yeah.
Because if not, you're just performing the same thing.
There's that aspect. Plus, I always felt like I've always wanted to be more of a singer because I was raised in musical theater with my parents.
No.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed that you have musical theater influence in your presentation style.
No. Yeah. And singing is always something I've always wanted to do, and I kind of put it to the side for a while for the trombone and the dancing. But I was like, I want to bring it back, and I love to write music too. So this is a great project to feature my writing and singing. And James has been is an amazing engineer and producer and mixer. He's actually mixing Living Colour's next album.
Really?
Yeah, he's doing that right now, and that's coming out.
That's hot.
Yeah, so we have a I want to mention this.
Yes, go.
We have a new single that's going to come out. It's called Beef Jerky, and that kind of also switches.
Nice.
Switches genres.
Tachyon performs Beef Jerky.
Beef Jerky.
Yeah.
It's kind of like in the vein of Earl Sweatshirt meets like Macklemore meets I don't know.
You know what?
One of those.
They get it. They get it.
Okay.
That's what Tachyon sings Beef Jerky.
But we actually need people for this party scene for the music video we're shooting at the end of the month.
Okay.
So if you want to
send them, give them an email.
Email Jonathan_Aarons at Hotmail or tachyonband@gmail. And send me some pics that I guess.
Yeah. We got it.
That's a good casting call.
Yeah,
casting call.
To be an extra dancing to his music.
We got a mechanical bull.
Awesome.
Rented. Yeah, it's gonna be wild.
Ride a mechanical bull too. That's so awesome.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome, Jonathan.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Once again, for more information on Tachyon and Jonathan Aarons, you can go to their website, which is Tachyon Band, which is spelled TACHYON band.com. Yes, it's right there. And that is our show today, people. Thanks to all our guests for coming through and to you, our viewers, for tuning in. Be sure to check out the Recablecast tonight and throughout the weekend here on BronxNet, and of course 24 hours a day at bronxnet.org. Once again, I'm Rina Valentin, and from all of us here at Open, may the universe provide peace, prosperity, and love. And don't forget, think peace at noon, everyone. Namaste. And we leave you with Tachyon. Woo!
This one's got like a David Bowie vibe. Been waiting to find you and make you all mine. You have my attention. Don't waste it being shy. I'll eat you for breakfast, my darling, tonight. Wipe off that fake mascara. What's staring in the mirror? A face of a funky terror. A mind that was never clearer. Clearer, clearer, clearer. Here, there, everywhere. Come as you are, 'cause tonight you're the truth. Come as you are, and we'll break all the rules. Come as you are, come on, 'cause tonight you're the truth. Hello, hello there. Come as you are, come on, and we'll break all the rules. Yes, we'll break all the rules. We're floating in heaven and burning so bright. I'll bathe you in lilac.